Well, there are several reasons, Mike. Let me ask you a question. That if for some reason or another the federal administration were to make a colossal mistake and send $10 million to the county commissioners and say to the commissioners court, now you are to use this $10 million in improving and making any corrections that need to be made in the Dallas Police Department. Now, what would the reaction be of the city council? What would the reaction be of the chief of police and the mayor?
Similar, I'd say, to what the counties has been.
Very exact same thing. There really is, the commissioners, to my knowledge, have no real fuss with the city of Dallas whatsoever. They are very happy and very elated that the city has obtained some $20 million to fight crimes on the streets of Dallas. They do believe that LEAA erred in writing their guidelines. As an example, after the arrest is made, the city of Dallas then has no authority whatsoever. It goes to the district attorney, the JP court, the grand jury, the sheriff, the district clerk, finally winds up in some district judge's court, the juvenile department, and the juvenile judge, and the petty jury is involved, the county clerk, the county criminal courts, and the commissioner's court. It appears to me that 80 or 85% of the total criminal justice system really is under the authority of county officials. This authority is granted to them by the statutes of the state of Texas. They are elected by the citizens of Dallas County, including the city of Dallas, and they cannot relinquish that responsibility.
Well, if you said you have no argument that you know of with the city, have you, in your capacity as being more or less the designated authority over the county's end of the situation, have you had any talks with Mayor Wise or Chief Dyson or anyone?
To answer your question specifically, yes. For the past month, I have had conferences with Chief Dyson. I have talked with the mayor in council meetings only. I have talked with Mr. Don Cleveland. I have talked with COG. I have talked with Judge Joe Frazier Brown, explaining to them this very problem, and that if it were not corrected in some manner, exactly what would happen.
Mr. Smith, why does the county feel that the Criminal Justice Council, not the correct agency for the planning and what have you?
The guidelines as put out by the administrator of LEAA, Mr. Leonard, state specifically, and he has stated specifically to me, that this program was placed in the lap of the mayor because it is fighting crime on the streets of Dallas. The program also calls for the creation, so Mr. Leonard tells me, of a policymaking group comprised of representatives of the mayor's office, representatives of the SBA, which is the state planning agency of the Texas Criminal Justice Council, and the regional director of LEAA. Now, Mr. Wise, and rather wisely, I think, chose to place the policy-making decisions in what is known as the Dallas Area Criminal Justice Council. But he could not escape the guidelines as laid down by LEAA, wherein if any of the decisions or policy-making decisions of the council could not be agreed upon, then he had to assume the responsibility of making a choice. This obviously means that the policy-making function of the Dallas Area Criminal Council is negative, because for the past 18 months, the county of Dallas has been involved in their own criminal justice system. In fact, we have come to be recognized by the Texas Criminal Justice Council as the area cog, so to speak, comprising 17 or 18 counties. Now, if the county officials, all of these, the district attorney, the JP courts, the grand jury, the sheriff, the district clerk, the district judges, the adult probation, juvenile department, and the county clerk, if they have spent 18 months in devising a plan, they obviously believe that it will work. Now, if this Criminal Justice Council comes in and makes a study and they say, this plan won't work, we need to change it to fit it into a better plan, and you have representatives from Grand Prairie, from Richardson, and other cities within the county there, obviously they're not going to agree on a policy. If this situation occurs under the LEAA guidelines, it's then up to the mayor to make the determination. And here again, you have a representative from one entity of government telling these people, we're going to go this way. And it won't work.
So in effect, Mr. Smith, you're saying that no matter where this authority is placed by Mayor Wise, that in effect he, in the long run, is the authority behind the policy making as it's set out now.
I don't believe that he can escape that fact, and no one is arguing with that. Certainly, I believe that if the federal government gave to the county of Dallas $20 million and says, you do this, and you are the one responsible, why, you'd feel the same way. For this reason, there's no real fuss that I can determine between the county officials and the city officials. But there is a real problem to be solved, and it is not created by petty jealousies.